Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual pricing for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 73-year-old female. Now, first thing I recommend is go directly to our website, and we've got these free quoters on just about every page, and you can just select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount. Put your birthday in there, fill the rest of the info, click Get Quotes Now, and it will take you to a page that's going to show you the best insurance companies that offer the lowest price insurance that you may qualify for. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can get you that pricing as well. So the first thing we always ask is, for a 73-year-old female, is $25,000 even appropriate for her insurance needs for final expenses? That would typically be either cremation or burial. So let's tackle the cremation first. So the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of a ceremony, a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, something like that, in addition to the cremation, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500. So as far as coverage, for that cremation where you come home in the cardboard box or an urn, we would typically recommend getting $5,000 to $7,000 worth of coverage roundabout. So, somebody might say, well, Randy, but if the cremation's $2,000, why are we getting $5,000? And the reason is our 73-year-old female probably wants to make it to age 83, maybe even more. And we know that inflation increases the price of things over time. So what we actually do is we just build in a little extra coverage. We lock it in at the youngest rate, and that inflation proofs the plan. And then, God forbid, if you die sooner than you think, there's also some extra money left over to take care of some other final expenses, like maybe medical bills or credit card bills if you just die too soon. And it works out really great. You inflation proof the plan in the long term, and you have a little bit more coverage short term for some needs that might pop up. Now, if you're looking at a policy for that cremation plus the ceremony, that would typically we would typically recommend maybe between $7,000 to $10,000. Again, you're inflation proofing the plan, but you are adding a little bit more extra coverage there on the front end. Just God forbid you died sooner than you thought, which does happen. And so if we're looking at a burial, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. So if you walk into pretty much any funeral home in the United States with a $10,000 check, they should get something done. It may not be terribly fancy, but they should get something done for you. It's hard to imagine they would say no and let that check walk out the door and walk two blocks down the road to their competitors and give them the money. I don't really see that happening. But just understand, $10,000 is going to be, just what it costs today. And, just if you live another 10 years, it won't be enough. So typically, a 73-year-old female, we would help with anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000. Sometimes, up to $20,000, but most of the people we help are on a fixed or limited income. And just keep in mind that if all you can afford is $10,000, get that right now. That takes care of your most immediate needs, and we can always add more coverage later in the coming years. No big deal. And then the other thing too is sometimes people will say, hey, I want to get $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 and leave some money behind my kids. And, then they see the pricing for a 73-year-old and it's kind of expensive. Well, that's the 73-year-old's fault for waiting so long on this. It's not the insurance company's fault. But, sometimes they'll say, well, if I can't get everything, I'm not going to do anything. And they just instantly put this burden on their kids, and they're the one that waited this long to get it. They're the one that waited, let it get expensive. It's their fault, but they're going to make the kids pay and punish the kids. So don't do that. What we typically recommend you do, get a policy just to take care of your final expenses. And then we can always follow up with a separate policy to get money to the kids. And, if money's not as much of an issue for you, we can certainly help you with everything all at once. But a lot of people just kind of break those into two. And it works out very good, very well. So one thing we always recommend getting is first aid coverage or benefits. And what that means is, hypothetically, if your policy were issued and approved today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would have to write that check for $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, whatever your coverage amount was. It's going to be the best coverage at the lowest pricing. We highly recommend it. Some people would say though that you're right, Randy. I do want that first day coverage, but I'm not in the best of health, and I hear they ask health questions, and I'm worried I won't qualify. And we say, hey, that's our worry, not your worry, at least from an insurance standpoint. Because what we do is we work with enough different insurance companies. They all ask different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And really 90 to 95% of the time, we're able to get people first day coverage or benefits. We're terrific at what we do. Now, one thing we don't recommend is those plans with 2-year waiting periods. And Colonial Penn's one of those companies. Their $9.95 plan, you may not have known this, but that's a 2-year waiting period. Yikes! Yeah, we don't recommend that at all, especially when you qualify for first day coverage. But Colonial Penn's not the only one. There's other ones, Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber, just a host of other different companies. And some of these companies have done a pretty amazing job of convincing the American public that, if they're over age 50, the only thing they're going to qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we always say, ha, 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 ha. Don't believe such nonsense. We help people with first day coverage all day long. Yeah, don't believe that garbage. Now, our 73-year-old female probably just got done watching that Colonial Penn commercial, and she's thinking, man, that's so slickly produced. $9.95, I fooled them. I'm 73. I haven't got this yet. I'm going to get it now, though, for $9.95. I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 worth of coverage. And then she talks with the Colonial Penn agent or goes on their website like we've done for you and finds out that a 73-year-old female for 1 unit of coverage for $9.95 is only going to pay $846. That's not even enough to cover a cremation in any parts of the United States that we're aware of. So why would you ever get a substandard plan that's not going to take care of your final expense needs? And it's going to sock you with a 2-year waiting period. So there's some people out there that would say that some of these companies that offer these teaser rates, right, that they do that not with any real intention of wanting you to buy that $9.95 plan. What they do is they show you the $9.95 and they show you how measly the coverage is at $846, and then they actually, try to upsell you, right, into a more expensive and a more profitable plan for them. Now, we would never say anything like that about Colonial Penn, but some people believe that. And I guess you'll have to formulate your own opinion on that, seeing that you'd only get $846 for $9.95. But, for $25,000, let's take a look. The challenge with Colonial Penn is they only go up to 15 units. And for a 73-year-old, that's going to be $12,690. That's the max you can get from the Colonial Penn $9.95 plan. And it's going to be like $150. Ouch, that's a lot of money. So let's jump over and let's see what $25,000 would be in first day coverage. $25,000 female, age 73 here, get quote. And again, we're going to go back here. We're going to look at, there we go. I mean, that's $12,000 roughly for $150. We can get, look at this. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to go all the way to the top. $25,000 female, age 73. That'd be $151 versus $12,690 for roughly $150. So what we consistently see is that Colonial Penn is often right around 200% more expensive than our best first day coverage company. So you got to ask yourself, why would you ever buy a plan that is going to only give you roughly half the coverage amount, but charge you the same amount of money? It makes no sense. And then they're going to sock you with a 2-year waiting period. So you need to be a smart consumer. You need a smart consumer. And if you're not a smart consumer, just let us help you be a smart consumer. That's what we help people with all day long. Yeah, don't fall for marketing tricks. Let us help you out. Let's look at some other companies here too, just to get you an idea. You'll be able to see all these different insurance companies. So, like Limico here, they're like almost $35 more a month. It is first day coverage, but it's like $35 more a month. So let's do the math on that. $35 a month times 12 months is right around $420 more a year. And then after 10 years, when our female age 73 is 83, you would have overpaid roughly around $4,200 on a $25,000 plan. Why would you ever give an insurance company $4,200 roughly more than you should have? We think that money would be better in your bank account rather than in an insurance company's bank account. Yeah, don't be silly. Let us help you be a smart shopper. Let's find another company. Oh, here's another. Ooh, Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess, but yikes. Look at that pricing, $226, almost $227. It is level coverage, but they're so expensive, right? And the reason is they've got a deal where if you, when you pass away, they will supposedly call 2-3 different funeral homes to like get you the lowest pricing and maybe do a couple other things too. But, they charge for that. It's not free. They charge for that. And you end up overpaying on your policy. So it's basically $227 versus $152. So that's right about $75 more a month. So let's do the math on that. $75 more a month times 12 months is right around $900 more a year. And if our female age 73 lives to age 83, she will have ended up overpaying roughly $9,000 more. And that's if she just makes it to 73. It gets worse as time goes on. But you got to ask yourself, is it worth overpaying an insurance company around $9,000 for them to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that may only take an hour or so to do? A lot of people would say, that's a pretty great payday for the insurance company, right around $9,000 an hour or something. Ooh, we don't recommend that. We recommend you keep that $9,000 in your own bank account. Don't overpay an insurance company. And how we help you do that is we can get you the lower price of something. We can help you get qualified. And then also we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. It's on our website. You can download it and print it out. And once it's printed out, you fill it out. You just say who gets what and what goes where and what you want to happen after you're gone. And then once that's done, you keep it with your insurance policy. And then when you do pass away, your family members go to that one place and they will see that you not only protected them financially with the insurance, but also emotionally with the funeral and estate planning guide. And also have to do is just open that funeral and estate planning guide up and read exactly what you wanted done and just execute your wishes. And they've got the money to do it because you've got the insurance policy for them. And they will know that you were not only loving them while you were alive, but you also love them in death when you were gone. Actually, at a time when you knew they would need you more than just about ever before. What a wonderful gift. What a wonderful legacy of love to leave behind. We can help you leave that legacy. We've got a special quote for our YouTube visitors, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. It's a quote where you can get the lowest rates and the most discounts. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. One of our agents can actually run pricing for you or get you any answers you're looking for. But if you've got an existing policy and you want us to price shop it to see if we can get you better pricing, or you just want to add coverage to that, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for a brand new policy or just have questions on what you might qualify for or what would be best for you, we can help you out with that. But we look forward to the day when we can get you the most amount of coverage for the least amount of money. We will be blessed to help you with this at some point in the future. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.